card trick a little different than everybody else. I've cut out all my squares identical, 5.5, because that's the ruler that I had. So what I'm going to do is take one of my squares. Let's get these other ones out of the way so I don't accidentally cut them. And I'm just going to line up the points from corner to corner. And then I'm going to cut across. And so I'll have 2 there. And for this one, I'm going to do it in force. I'll cut corner to corner. And then turn the mat and cut corner to corner again. And this isn't a rotating mat, it's just a mat on top of a mat. And cut that again. Then I have 4 pieces. And I'm going to do that for all the squares. I have all my pieces all cut out. Now, if you don't have a rotary cutter, you can take your square, turn it on the wrong side, use your ruler, draw a line, and cut it with scissors. First row, you're going to take, and let me separate it into small, and you're going to take one of your bigger squares, and a bigger square, but it'll be like this. No, it'll be like this. That'll be your first block you sew. And then on the next one is going to be one of the little, and then a small blue, and a small white. Then the last block on that row is going to be a big blue and a big white. So I'm going to flip this over here, this one like this, and I'm going to sew those together. Just like this. Open them up. Just give them a finger press. Try not to stretch them, and put them back. Oops. What you're going to do is you're going to take this one and just flip it like this. And you're going to sew it together along there. Now you can press at each step to get everything right, but I'm not going to. So now you're going to take this one, you're going to flip it over on here and sew these together down that edge. And don't stretch them because you don't want it to stretch out your block. Those down. So there's your first row. So you would just sew these 3 together for your first row. Now the middle block is like this. So what you're going to do is you're going to push this over like that and sew across there, and then this one like that and sew across there. So just going to line this up on the edge. Again, if you don't have a single hole, use a leader and an ender. And I'm just going to line this up and go straight down. Snippers. Clean your threads off as you go. See, that one got a little out of line, but I don't care. So we're going back to the mat. Now, you're going to open it up, and the green's going to go there. No, the green's going to go there. And this one is going to go here, just like that. So you got 2 pieces. Now you're going to flip this over and sew across there. Down there. I got the wrong foot on. I got a vinyl foot on, but it's okay. I wasn't going to change for this. I'm going to sneeze. Now, there's your middle block. Now on the third one, you're going to take and you're going to flip this one over and sew down this way. Okay, now I sewed these 2 together. I open it back up and it matches here. So now I'm going to flip this over on top of this one and sew across down there. And I'm just using some old scrap vintage fabric I had laying around. And if it doesn't match up exactly, it's fine because I cut everything bigger. So we're going to be trimming it. Okay, then you open up this block and that's what it looks like. These are bigger than they're supposed to be, so I'm going to trim them. This is an extra step, but I do it because I want them to go together right. So I'm just going to line this up. And again, if you don't have a rotary cutter, you could line it up and just mark it with pencil with the scissors and then do it that way. But it'll be harder, but now you're going to line everything up to where you need it to be. Get that out of my way. I'm having a hard time seeing here. So hopefully my new glasses will be... All right, that's lined up, so I'm going to trim it. Now, if you want to cut it to the pattern instructions, go ahead. You won't have to do all this trimming. Okay, I have my 3 blocks. Everything's trimmed. All right, this is what the second row is going to look like. This here. You're going to sew the blue and the white together and then sew it to the pink. And then these 2 will be sewn together, these 2 will be sewn together. You'll flip it over and sew those together. Same with here, you're going to sew the green and the white together, and you're going to flip it over and sew it to the blue. So we got this one, and this one. So we are going to sew this together and then open it up and sew the other one on. All right, I've sewed these two together. Now I got to take this one, flip it over, and sew down that side. Okay, and there's row 2. Is these two, and then a red, a white, a red and a white, and a green, and a green. Let me move these out of the way. Get it up here where you can see good. There's that block. And the last one is green and white. There. Row 3, we have 2 triangles. Go to there. These two, this one, and these two. So we're going to sew this one and this one together. This one and this one together. Take it to the machine, then we'll come back and do that one. Let's go to the mat. Okay, I sewed these two together, these two together. Now I'm going to take this one and this one, sew together, right there. All right, we have that. Now we're going to sew this together, across there. Got all 3. Now I need to sew this one to here, come back and grab that one. Whoops, this isn't even. And you really should iron it every chance you get, but you know. I will probably take the sound out and do a have this here. Now we're going to grab the other one, flip it on top, and sew that down. Now I just need to sew them together. So I'm going to sew 1 and 2 together, straight down there, and then I'll come back and get the other one. Let's open that up. Now we have this. Our 2 rows are together. Now we just need to take this one, flip it up, and you're going to want to match your seams You can hold it or pin it, however you want to do it, and then stitch across the bottom.